Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We'll be continuing where we left off last time, where we just had this awesome fight with, what was his name? Not you. You, Gekko, and his various hunters here in the decrepit village, where he summoned a bunch of zombies to attack us. But we won, of course, rested for the night, and we are ready to keep going on. We haven't really done any exploring here because we just got jumped. So let's see
the easy path.
If there's anything we missed up here. I think we already looted all the bodies. We've already been up there. No need to go back. Faded logbook.
Better not be cursed.
The inside cover reads Burrow Warden Myrna. The pages are lined with neat calculations, equipment logs, and expedition notes. The final entry reads Expedition number 42. Back after a 10-day in the northern quadrant, 2 potential mining sites scouted, discovered a vein of Arender. Westlow did a bang-up job, organized shifts and led the first dig. Brother or not, he'll be a great burrow warden one day, but he needs to keep his temper in check and practice reading the stone. He's as blind as the surfacer sometimes. Planning to take him out later along the Ebon Lake to practice. I don't think that's related to our slave traders here. Fables of Faerun, the magnanimous miner. In the underground city of Mantle Dareth lives a deep gnome named Sadie and her father Sam. Each morning, the hardworking Sadie traveled to the nearby grotto, pick in hand to mine gems. Each night, the lazy Sam would count them and demand even more. You cannot rest until I'm the richest man in all of Faerun. One day, Sadie encountered a stranger on her path home, a haggard creature, gray of skin and small of stature. "A Darrow!" exclaimed Sadie. "Please," said the Darrow, "I have no money and no home. I beg of you, a single ruby so I might sell it for food." Sadie found pity in her heart and gave the beggar a ruby. She told her father about the Darrow, and upon returning home, "Do not believe his lies," warned Sam. "Darrow are selfish, demented creatures. Give him no more, lest I cast you away." The Darrow was waiting for Sadie the next day. "Please give me 10 rubies so I might sell them for shelter." Sadie, moved by his plea, did as he asked and journeyed home, where Sam rebuked her. "An inferior hull," he said. "This will not stand." On the third day, the Darrow appeared in the grotto. 100 rubies, please, so I might feed my brothers and sisters." The kind-hearted Sadie handed the beggar her entire sack of gems. As he took it, there was a great flash of light. Where the beggar had stood was a massive gold dragon. "You prove yourself generous of heart and spirit. Come to my lair and share in my golden hoard." Sadie eagerly accepted, joining the dragon in his opulent hideaway. 1 year later, Sadie passed a beggar near the grotto, her own father, Sam. "Sadie, I have no money and no home," he said. "I beg of you, a single ruby so I might sell it for food." Sadie found no pity in her heart and walked away. Good moral of the story of, you know, he got what he sowed, Sam did, but also I imagine the gold dragon, upon seeing that, would immediately cast her out. Like, yeah, Sam was terrible to you, but also gold dragons are lawful good. And the fact that he specifically chose her among all other people to stay in his grotto because of her willingness to help out someone in need. He saw her turn someone away, probably wouldn't be thrilled. Come on, we've got a forge set up. Not actually a forge. We're missing the fire. It was like, we've got an anvil, we've got hammers, we've got a sharpening stone. We can make those weapons for our quest. But we're lacking actual, forge, heat, fire. So, guess not. No, that's just a stool. More rotting fish. Perfect. Ooh, hello.
What creatures live in waters this dark?
Game autosaved. That is always worrisome.
I'll take that.
I'm sure it's fine. Blood-smeared logbook. A ledger detailing the appearance and quality of numerous gemstones that have been mined from the rock. Weight, color, clarity, and more are noted next to a sketch of each stone. An underlined entry for sizable ruby is written in shaky, excited quill strokes. So I noticed this doesn't have the usual... I feel like the icon's different than normal. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Take all of that. So this shattered Dwergar, I believe, is where the zombies were pulled out of. That the corpses just kind of exploded.
What's that?
And then zombies crawled out, which is kind of gross. Well-stitched satchel. A bunch of money in it. Again, the autosave is worrying unless they assumed I'd come down here first. And here is where I would confront those guys, and so it autosaved for me.
No traps, please.
We have a water damage letter. No, I guess that is the normal symbol. A water damage letter imploring the recipient to be cautious around the far shore of the Ebon Lake, as Dwergar are rumored to be prowling in the area. Is this the Ebon Lake that we are at? It's not labeled, so can't really tell. The fact that they mentioned water creatures makes me afraid that by approaching the water, something's going to happen. But if it does happen, I want to experience it, so I'm going to do it anyway. We threw a surprise party for Ironfoot. How that idiot made it past 150 is a mystery, but it's cause for celebration either way. When he saw the fire whiskey we'd been brewing, I swear he teared up. I'd only had a cup of this stuff, but I can't feel my tongue anymore. The lunatic finished the barrel that night. I have no idea how he made it into his next shift, but Myrna claimed she needed him inside the wagon to guard inventory. The burrow warden didn't say a word when the snores started. Layabout is lucky she's got a soft touch. I'd best get some sleep. Orders just came in for practice shovels and pickaxes for the younglings, and I've yet to harvest the zirkwood. Where does the time go? Basically none of that made sense to me, but maybe there'll be connections later. Oh, apparently... No, we did search those, we just didn't loot them. It's like they aren't marked empty. Obviously, because they're not empty. We could use their boats. It's the boats that are leading us deeper. Interesting. I assumed we'd find another cave or something that would go deeper, but no. It's straight up using the boats. I'm definitely going to hold off on that. We will certainly explore the rest of this area before we consider where we move on to from here. I guess with that, we just need to head back up. So, town is finally explored. Let's head over here and explore behind the Susar tree. That's my thought. Is that... Yes, left and then follow around rather than continuing forward. So that'll be this way. We do know there was still one more hooked horror back here that we didn't kill. In the Dread Hollow. Then we also don't know what was further up the path. You know what? Actually, we can teleport back here. I'm going to teleport to the Emerald Grove, sell all of our stuff because we are super over encumbered, and then we'll just teleport back here. If nothing exciting happens, I might just cut it out of the video so that you all don't have to see it. Alright, so we're back to here. Nothing of interest happened during that trip. One thing that I should have realized, but the tieflings have all left from the Emerald Grove. And so after I sold to Aaron the Druid, until he was out of money, we didn't actually manage to sell all of our stuff. And then Damon wasn't there to buy anything else, so Lae'zel is still reasonably encumbered with stuff. She's got lots of carrying capacity, she's fine. But yeah, it's a thing to keep in mind. I guess we're still really encumbered. Probably because we're just holding on to so many scrolls, potions, and random knickknacks. Because it doesn't feel like we're carrying anything overly heavy. If we look at our inventory, sort by weight. Okay, that's a 36 pound set of chainmail. There we go. That's feeling a lot better. But yeah, none of this stuff is overly heavy. 16 pounds of alchemy. 2 new recipes unlocked. 8 new recipes unlocked. HW? Nope. So we've got antidote, featherfall. So we can make some more healing potions, always a good call when the option is available. Only one, because we only have one rogue morsel salt. We need to keep finding more rogue's morsels. We found some of recent. Animal speaking, we can craft another one. Those are always good to have on hand. I guess making potions feels more useful than just holding on to a bunch of random essences and whatnot. But I don't necessarily know what potions are worth it. I think using oils and poisons takes... Is it just a bonus action or is it a whole action? If it's an action, it's definitely not worth it. But if it's a bonus action, then some of our characters regularly have free bonus actions. I don't know. We'll think on that later. It's not important at the moment. For now, we've got a hooked horror to kill. I guess we want Astarion to get the first hit, if possible. I should probably wait till it's not on a ledge. That way we're not dealing with a height difference. Come on down. Come on down. I know you come down here. Although it will charge us anyway, so I guess it doesn't overly matter. But yes, now let's go over there. There we go. Astarion is first, along with Varric. We'd love to have Astarion get sneak attack, but he needs
Can't even catch my breath.
a melee frontliner. Even though I wanted to, Varric can't get there unless he dashed. So okay. Astarion, you're on your own.
Blood in the air.
Use an action to dash.
A better position.
So we want him to get his first attack with the First Blood sword. And of course, dual attack had turned itself back on for whatever reason.
No choice but to keep going.
He missed both of those attacks. That's just not awesome. Hello, what is this? Highlighting, but no indicator of what it is. Just want to make sure we're not walking onto an explosive trap or something. Wow, we are doing amazing today. Oh, and I definitely... Dancing Lights, we were the ones prepping for the fight. Should have cast it, did not. But Ooh, who are you pouncing to? Shadow. Oh, nope, Lae'zel. That's a lot of damage on Lae'zel. Alright, Shadowheart. 70% there. I think your base attack is only 50, so you're definitely not going to melee attack. I'm fine with using Sacred Flame. Yeah, and that gives its penalties to its attack rolls because of the orb thing that you gave it, whose name I've already forgotten. Radiating Orb. There it is.
Time to strike.
Okay, a couple of good hits in. Well, we got a bunch of these spots that are interactable, it seems. Seems to be no problem with us standing near them. Alright, and Astarion has to dash again. Ah.
On my way.
Why do you do this to me? Oh right, forgot to turn off his dual wielding. It's fine. I was going to use a second attack to strike anyway. I just like having the choice personally. And so I wish me turning it off would stay off.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I'm trying not to do any real spell slots because just one of these is a fairly weak fight, it seems. Wow, did it miss all of them? Used hook, which lashes out at everyone. It's an attack roll. So it made the attack at Shadowheart. If it hit... Well, no, it looks like it's only lashing at Shadowheart. But they all, I thought, had to dodge it. I don't know. There we go. And Lae'zel, if you would like to finish it off. There we go.
Anything of use?
Probably a hook. Yes, it is. Alright, now what are these...
If not over, then through.
Well, these glowing spots are nothing now. Huh. We can no longer interact with them. We can only interact with them in combat? Huh. Alright, well let's head up here. We're probably going to get too close to the Susar Bloom and feel terrible. No, actually. Oh dear, get away. Oh dear, get away. Ah. Fun times. Oh, wow. That is an unhappy looking location.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
So we could travel this way to meet up with this area we haven't explored yet, that we marked telling us to remind ourselves. Or we can go through this death area. As long as we're going fast. Each individual pod shouldn't hurt us. Where would we be trying to go? Hello, you. That's where we're trying to go, but if we go there, we're probably going to get exploded. As well as this looks interesting. Let's talk to the dude first.
Bad idea.
So the goal... Cast Dancing Lights. Ah, see? I can learn. The cantrip, yes, yes. Cast Dancing Lights, so we're concentrating on it. And then run forward. Hopefully away from the explosions, but we shall see.
Stop! Stop! Bibberbang!
You recognize the name. Bibberbang, a mushroom that releases dangerous spores. Highly flammable.
Okay. So he is standing in a spot that he knows he is currently safe, but if he tries to move anywhere, then they'll explode. And whereas we're confident we can make it through all that, he is not. This is quite a predicament you've landed yourself in, or surely you can navigate around some fungi, can't you? I'm not gonna insult him. This is quite a predicament you've landed yourself in.
I know that. Scroll. Escape. My bag, please. I've dropped it somewhere.
Hey, hold tight, I'll find your bag. Hold up a scroll of Misty Step. Is your mess figured out yourself? Okay. So, we can find his bag, which has a scroll of Misty Step. Or... I'll give him a scroll of Misty Step. Presumably, if we do, he'll escape. And then we can go back for his bag and grab everything in it, including a scroll of Misty Step. So we just get a bonus. Yeah. Here's a scroll of Misty Step.
Yes! That's... Yes!
Ooh, strength check to throw the scroll to him. No, I've changed my mind, I'll fetch your bag instead. Scrolls don't come cheap, you know. So I could back out of the conversation. And then have Lae'zel step forward. Because I don't want to attempt this strength check myself. That's a bad call. Scrolls don't come cheap, you know.
I'll give you what I have if you get me out of here. Please.
I hope that keeping the scroll for yourself just ends the conversation and I can still step forward with someone else. Because I don't think he's just gonna like charge us angrily and die. Or do something dumb. I think he'll just keep waiting there. That would be the logical thing to do, though people aren't necessarily logical. So, I think I mean, obviously I can change characters. I guess this is the safer choice. Change characters to Lae'zel and see if she can step forward and start this conversation. And the answer is no, 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 no. Guys. No, no, no. Trying to set that off. That was not the plan. So... I don't think there's any way we can kick Varric out of the conversation to get Lae'zel in it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stay back. Okay. We'll keep the scroll for ourselves and hope that that gives us the opportunity to have Lae'zel step forward, do the same conversation, and throw the scroll.
Please, can't get out.
I know.
Time to press ahead.
You guys all back off. Lae'zel, you have the best strength.
Onward.
No? Can't restart the conversation? Let's put a save. So his pack is right here. What are the chances it weighs little enough that Mage Hand can move it? 3.7 pounds. Alright, Lae'zel. Mage Hand. So then we activate the Mage Hand. Tell it to throw the pack to him. I mean...
Oh, I'm all right.
There you go.
God, I can finally breathe.
No, no, no.
How much farther can I go?
Guys. We're trying not to kill the dude. Let's split Varric off from the party as much as I hate doing that. And you talk to him.
Right, what were you saying?
What are you doing down here? I went to quite some effort helping you. The way I see it, you owe me. Get your head on something. You seem more than a little confused. Yeah, the way I see it, you owe me. Nah, let's first find out what he was doing down here.
I was looking for Dareth. She'll be worried sick. I must need to go. For you. Your trouble. Ta.
Okay. I don't think we've heard the name Dareth. It's funny that I heard him with his own pack, though. Obviously wasn't my intent. Alright, let's back up here, and before any of my allies move forward or do something stupid,
A long way to go still.
all of you guys back
I
up
must
farther.
keep going.
Then Varric, you stand... No, Shadowheart. I clicked on Varric's portrait. There we go. No? Let me select Varric, please. Thank you.
Believe this.
I'm hopeful that when all this dies down, it'll just be safe. And yeah, he did not want to be in there when we did this. Clearly. I mean, we are resistant to fire. Hopefully this stuff is all still safe. Certainly some of it survived. I don't know if there was anything else of note back here. All we saw was his pack. And obviously that's
They'll catch a break.
resolved itself. Torch. Don't really need that. Ooh, treasure. Yes, please. What do we have? More thieves' tools, more smoke powder bombs. Things that I never use, but probably should. Well, I use the thieves' tools. I don't use the smoke powder bombs or any other throwable. Bunch of crystals. Lulth's candles. Just a bunch of Lulth's candles. They're alchemical ingredients. What are they used for? Anything else there? Nothing else is highlighting. Cup of oil. Is that food? No, that is poison. Slick as grease and black as pitch, likely unsuitable for cooking. Huh. Alright. So, the crystal, Lulth's candle. Since we've collected a bunch of them, I'm curious what they're for. Lulth's candle. No surprise the Lulth's candle leads travelers into the Underdark, given... Given that their namesake is the goddess of deceit as well as spiders and shadows, were still distilled, they even blind and poison the unwary. So it can make a blinding poison? Presumably? Well, that was a neat little tangent. But back up here where we were. We also learned that these spores are explosive and flammable. Everyone just stay here safely outside of all of that, please. Shadowheart, I don't trust you. Alright, that gets rid of the poison real quick. And yeah, it didn't even destroy the swarming toadstools right there. Or the bullywug trumpet. So it seems like it doesn't really destroy things that are nearby. We should probably do something about...
Gouges. Something's marking its territory. Best be careful.
Severed arm, severed foot, and some deep gouges. That's worrying, and a deep hole. Are we going to run into another one of the bullets?
Let's get on with it.
Cast Cure Wounds, just to level 1 on Lae'zel. She does have her... That's still not amazing. But she has her second wind as a bonus action that she can do in combat. And she doesn't use bonus actions often, so I'm okay with that. We're going to do a quick save because we know there's some danger up ahead.
Waste a step.
Okay, we're back in the Rapport spores.
Looking into the hole, you see only darkness. It's impossible to tell how deep it goes by sight alone.
Oh, such a bad idea. Giant hole dug by some creature. We know there's a creature in the area that has torn off someone's leg and arm. Calling out into it. Hello?
Your call echoes as it plunges downward, before gradually fading away.
Nothing to worry about, clearly.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
It's a beautiful area. Like, the glowing susar trees, the waterfall, glowing mushrooms, glowing crystals. Excellent design they've done. Like, other than being horribly hostile and dangerous, it looks like a lovely place to be. Oh.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices.
Yeah,
The
saw them right
harmony
before.
Of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Focus on your parasite and connect with the Sovereign. Is the Sovereign infected with a parasite? Because I'm assuming the parasite doesn't help us communicate with the fungal spores. We could say I'm a traveler seeking adventure. Insight, seek understanding, focus on the Sovereign's song. Intimidation, my purpose is private. Let me pass and I will leave you unharmed. These tricks of the mind don't frighten me, I'll kill you. Let me pass, I've come for the runaway gnome. Have we come for a runaway gnome? I mean, I'm sure that's related to something we found. Just don't remember references to a runaway gnome at the moment. We'll try connecting with Sovereign first. See what we can figure out about it with the parasite.
The parasite is quiet. You feel no bond with the creature.
Okay, so yeah, he's not infected. And it's not communicating through the parasite. He's communicating through the fungal spores. I like the seek understanding, focus on the Sovereign song, but insight is not our best. If this is something I could do first that might open up other options if we succeed, that would be great. But if this is wasting my action. I can't go back to the persuasion. Be silly. I'm going to try and seek understanding. Usually when it's italicized, that means it's an internal action of something I'm thinking or wanting to do rather than something I'm speaking, obviously. So I'm hoping with this being an internal action, it's not going to prevent me from then choosing to speak, in the same way that trying to connect using the parasite didn't take away our choice. I could be wrong, hope I'm not. Seek understanding, focus on the Sovereign's song. It is a low DC, good. We might succeed. Yeah! Playing this sounds like a cooler option.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy.
We have found a couple of myconid bodies that were near the various Dwegar bodies and gnome bodies that we saw down below. I sense your fear. I've come to aid you. So we lose the persuade option. We can still intimidate, but now it's just offer to help. Yeah, I've come to aid you.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
I'm excited. Is this... Yes, this would connect back to where we'd previously not bothered exploring. So we could have come straight here. I guess this was where we found the myconid bodies, somewhere in the area. We did never find out how to get up to this area. Whatever's up there. Well, it looks like they're not forcing me to walk there immediately. So this is the path that goes down, where we said to explore. I don't see anything that we missed on the path. I guess I should save in case they get upset that I walked away. Yes. That's where we found our myconid bodies, so they are right by this myconid village. Makes sense. But I think this is our area. Whoa! Map, please get me back to where I can do stuff. It's stuck in the chasm. Thank you. I don't think we can jump onto these mushrooms. And I don't think any of the rest of us have the hops to make it up here and then back down. So let's split Lae'zel off from the group.
Eager for battle.
Can you explore here? Yes. Just because I gotta explore all the things, of course. Oh, that is a big bird egg.
Onward.
Well, big egg that I assume is of a bird because it's in a nest. Anything else that highlights? Since not everything highlights. Okay. So it was just a chest of 50 gold. And questions of what on earth is there. Alright, you're going to take some damage, which you don't need given your current injuries. Well, that got rid of your temporary hit points.
What's next?
So, let's get you some more with another healing. You're hurt enough that won't go amiss.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
And you can rejoin the group.
Let's get going.
Alright,
Very well.
let's head over here now. We go into the Myconid village as friends. So what are you? Hook Horror Spore Servant. So they infected a hooked horror to the point where it is now Spore Servant. The animating spores of a myconid sovereign have taken over this dead creature's body, moving it according to the sovereign's will. So they didn't take it over while it was living. They found a dead hooked horror, or potentially killed one, and then infected it with spores until the point where they could remotely animate it. Mossy myconid, restless myconid. You guys don't have names. Odd. Hello, people. Baelen Bonecloak, are you the one we talked to earlier? Yeah, Dareth and Baelen. You are in fact the ones we saw earlier. Well, you specifically. Deep Rothy. We've kept hearing about Rothy from meat. Apparently it's some type of giant goat creature. At least that's the closest connection I can make. I hope they don't get upset seeing me picking mushrooms near them.
Bring the noble stock.
The what?
Noble stock? The mushroom?
I knew I was forgetting something.
What?
Sorry, love.
Absolutely worthless.
How long have you been down here? Think, Baelen, think.
Huh. So all of that stuff probably belongs to them and would all be stealing to take. Including this swarming toadstool that is clearly still growing out of the ground, but it belongs to someone.
Might as well go myself.
Alright. Dareth, you're clearly more together than Baelen was. What's your story?
Look at that. Got my useless old man back. I suppose that's your doing.
It is.
His hands are empty as a whole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough.
It's a miracle he survived. You should take him home. Seems like there's no love lost between you two. This is dangerous territory. You must be down here for some reason. Show me your wares. We can do some selling. I'll do that after we talk to her. It's a miracle he survived. You should take him home.
Please, Baelen's got a job to do. We can leave when he's done it.
Well, this is dangerous territory. You must be down here for a reason.
Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it.
Literally? Or what makes it so valuable?
Nearly nothing it can't cure. Blindness, poison, hair loss.
I don't believe in miracle cure-alls. That seems too good to be true.
70 years of terror. For what?
Okay, we got a reward which is Gloves of the Uninhibited Kushigo. Kushigo's Might. The wearer deals an additional 1d4 damage with throw attacks and weapon attacks made with improvised weapons. I don't think that really helps any of our characters. If we had Karlach Spect as the Berserker variant, that one of their big deals is they can
Idiot.
throw as a bonus action. But obviously we don't. Alright, now are you willing to trade?
We'll be clearing out soon enough. You come across a noble stock mushroom about, you give it here. Gods know I've earned it.
Does this just tell us the same thing, or is she going to tell us a bit more?
We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals
Okay.
go mad for it.
Same difference. Okay. Shop, please.
We'll be clearing out soon enough. You come across a noble
Yes, so
stock
you've said.
mushroom about, you
Show me your
give it
wares.
here. Gods
What
know
do
I've
you
earned it.
have? Bunch of various oils and stuff. We could restock on healing potions, which is always good. Corrosive Flail. +1 flail. When you miss it with an attack, deal 1 bludgeoning damage anyway. Where's the corrosive aspect to it? Like, the writing on it says acid was long ago abandoned by assassins who found poisons much more reliable. The acid kept melting the chalices. Like, it's talking about acid, but there doesn't seem to be any acid damage attached to this, which strikes me as very odd. Light crossbow +1, light crossbow +1, longbow +1, chainmail +1. is that better than what we've got on Lae'zel?
I crave blood.
By a lot, actually. Oh, because she's still only wearing medium armor. Could be a reasonable purchase for her. Change shirt +2 for our medium armor people.
Can't afford to stay idle.
No. She's already got a... Well, whatever armor is, it's 15. Unless... I'm assuming that 15 includes the +2 bonus. It's got to. Because chainmail I don't think is normally up to 17. I'm assuming that's including the +1 bonus. Yeah. Hide armor +2. Leather armor +1. I think leather is normally an 11. And that would bring it up to a 12. I don't think I'm crazy. I think the armor class listed there also already includes the +1 bonus. So I don't need to think about doing the math myself. Caustic Band. Your weapon attacks also deal 2 acid damage. It's just free acid damage if anyone does not currently have a ring. Ooh, maybe Astarion, who does not have a ring. He could get a free 2 acid damage on all of his attacks for just 92 gold? Yeah. Ring of Jumping. Meh. Hail of Thorns. Does what? Hail of Thorns does 5 to 19 damage, 1d6 +3 piercing, plus another d10 of piercing. Deals 4 to 9 piercing damage to the target and then explode. The explosion deals an additional 1 to 10 piercing damage to the target and surrounding creatures. On miss, thorns still explode. On save, targets still take half damage from the explosion. So it's a guaranteed d10 hitting an area. We don't know how big the area is. Well, it's a guaranteed hitting an area that they then all save to potentially take half damage from the d10. It's cool, but I'm assuming, yeah, once per short rest. Not amazing. Herbalist Gloves, if the wearer heals a poisoned creature, it is no longer poisoned. Amulet of Restoration gives Healing Word and Mass Healing Word. Probably also once per day. Yes. Die. Another die. More die. Do they have any of that noble whatever they were talking about? I don't think so. Yeah. We could buy a bunch of balsam for our... Nope, that's for the greater healing potions. What was it for the normal healing potions? Rogue's Morsel. Wow, that's 25 per... No, that's 25 for the stack, I think. Versus a single healing potion would be about 20... 23? I don't want to math it. Okay. Well, we've got tons of crap to sell. So if we scroll down to some of these other people's inventories. It's weird that certain things are still split awkwardly. Like, why didn't they stack up? I don't know. And then here, sort by weight. You have tons of weighty things. Sickle of Baal. I really should try this at some point just to see what happens. I think... I have to go back and see what he said, but I think it was if an enemy is bleeding, then attack them with the Sickle of Baal. Making enemies bleed is not easy, but I assume we have ways to do it. Like Lae'zel has her bleeding strike. We have so many torches. Spring Step Boots. I guess we'll hold on to the magic items for now. And the Drow Hood. And I believe we don't care about any of these books, which is why we gave them to Lae'zel. Hopefully that's true. We'll keep the crooked wand of fireballs, because it's a unique item and it amuses me. We've sold all of our no, we then have all of our jewelry and stuff that we've kept. So I do notice throughout our times down here, we've picked up this icy helve and this ice crystal. So this is a handle of what must have been a staff. A single screw sticks out from the top. My guess is this is the spear point to that staff, but we don't know how to fix it yet. Alright, what? I guess we just sell all the jewelry, plates, anything else of value. Just to get it all out of our inventory. Various letters. So I can't let anything go. Alright, now we're starting to dig into their funds. No, I wanted to sell both. Did that ring actually go to Astarian's inventory? It didn't. So that ring we just bought is hidden somewhere in our inventory. Hopefully. Yes, Caustic Band. We'll want to give that to Astarian. Well, I could sell some of our magic items just to try and run out their gold. But I think I'm just going to buy all of your potions while I'm here. You are alchemists, selling potions is what you do. We could also theoretically buy some of their food as well, but I don't think I'm that needing of food at the moment. So yeah, thanks for your sales. Appreciate it.
Might as well go myself.
Alright. Caustic Band. Where am I hiding you? Magic Rune. The runes encircling the ring appear to have been scratched into the metal with a rock. We must have gotten that from the thief kid. I'm assuming. He's the only one I know of that had junk magic items. Where are you, ring? Oh, keep scrolling down. Maybe? Right, let's look at our inventory where it's larger and I can see more. Ring. Did the caustic ring she sold me turn into this magic ring? Because we no longer have the caustic ring in our inventory.
Watch your back. Still alive. So that's progress.
Examine. Equip. Can I talk to her?
We'll be clearing out soon enough. You come across a noble stock mushroom about, you give it here. Gods know I've earned it.
I am very confused. No, there it is. Why didn't it not... oh, because it's banned and I searched for ring. Okay. No, she did not. I was worried that she had just sold me a bad item and I couldn't even tell her about it. Alright, if he's getting 3 attacks per turn, potentially that's 6 more acid damage each turn. And that sounds like a win in my book. Played enough
Shall we?
Zelda to think that I should be able to just cut through this.
What's that?
Oh, we are still moving around as Astarian.
Still breathing, despite everything.
So it's intentionally a gate locking us out of this room. Which has a corpse of a drow, looks like. Yeah, Volsorn Drow, Pale Corpse. So they threw Drow in jail. Let's interact with it. It's not showing up red, so I don't think there's any legal repercussions for us. Oh, we can't open it anyway.
No time to rest.
Then never mind. It is unpickable. Looks like this guy is also a shopkeeper if we wanted to sell more. But actually, I think we will hold off on actually exploring the Myconid village because this is probably going to be a larger area for the next episode. This is a reasonable length for this episode, so yeah. See y'all then.